Family, welcome back to our
We are live. We are live.
episodes.
Home and away, we are live. Thank you for
Home and
the
away.
new subscribers abroad and beyond. Back at home, we are welcome so much, guys. I've seen some of our fans from Bangladesh, Uganda, some from so on and so forth. We are so pleased. We are so welcome, guys. Tunasema karibuni sana. In my hometown, we say hakuna matata. This is Mwanaspoti, and welcome to the podcast.
So sasa tunaweza kuongea stories za football. It's been long manze, tujaingia story ya football sijui tangu lini.
Lakini sasa unajua tujaribu kumaintain kidogo ndongoso kidogo iko lit. So far so good. Tumeona match week 1, match week 2, match week 3, 4, 5 till 11th, but we are getting to match week 12. We are hoping things won't be more difficult. To some of the teams are struggling, like let's say Arsenal are struggling a lot. Some teams like Manchester United struggling more and more. We are seeing the top 4 is a bit trembling a little bit, but we are hoping for the best. We can see Chelsea is on top of their game. Liverpool is on top of their game. Nottingham Forest, and which other team is on top, Jack? If it's not for...
I would not like to say that Chelsea is on top of their game. But first, I would rather we talk about Arsenal. Arsenal struggling. This is not something that we expected in the last season to see Arsenal struggle as per now, because we know Arsenal, when they were coming to this season, they were on title charge, and right now you've lost how many games? One.
Yeah.
Against Bournemouth. Was 2-0, and you've gone how many games without a win?
Yeah.
How many games do you go without winning anything? In the most recent, you played Chelsea 1-1.
Yeah.
Which other team you drew with?
Liverpool 2-2.
What about Manchester City?
Manchester City we drew 2-2.
So you guys have gone for at least 3 games.
3 games unbeaten. Draw.
You don't call that unbeaten. You call it a downward trajectory.
But who had to come and break the unbeaten? Like, it's Bournemouth, unexpected team, and you saw what they did to Manchester City too. And
they have been a bogey team to big clubs in Europe, and it's something that is supposed to be looked upon. Because when you look at Bournemouth turning up, we thought that it was just a game of luck for the day, and some days later they turn up against Manchester City. And also we will never fail to mention that Manchester City are struggling. Do you think that will keep Arsenal in the title charge, considering that Arsenal and Manchester City have been in the most recently they have been going to tour for the league title? Or do you think Liverpool will win the Premier League? Because Liverpool are really having a flowing season ever since the new coach took place.
First of all, I'd like to emphasize on Liverpool a bit. When you look at Liverpool, the new coach arrived, is trying to prove to the other teams that they are amongst the best teams in the UK, and they are on top of their game. Might you, they are on top of the league with 28 points. That is a bit stressful to some of the big 5. If I can say, Man City as per now are struggling, and that's a fact since Rodri got the injury. But not only that, we might see more of some of the, what do we call it? some of the underdogs teams doing massive improvement on some of the big teams. As you saw match week 11, what Ipswich did to Tottenham, that's a question mark. What if they might win on match week 12 this coming weekend on match week 12? They will be at home. They'll be facing one of the favorites. Manchester United will be away. So we are looking upon these underdog teams. They are surprising us a lot. What Bournemouth did to us as the Gunners, it was unforgettable. And I didn't expect that, despite Saliba being given a red card. That was not a good play for him. But as per what we saw, we are really struggling as Gunners. And I'm hoping that coming January transfer windows, Arteta will be able to find one of the best strikers so that we can maintain our game. Talking about another team, which is Chelsea. For me, Chelsea, I'm seeing that they are on top comparing to the last season. As you know, Jack, you are one of the best Chelsea fans. You saw what you are doing on other is it, how do we call it, Europa Conference? You are playing at Europa Conference, right?
Yeah.
You saw what you did on your last game. Was it 8-0? Was it 8-1 or 8-0?
It was 8-0.
Yeah, so that's give you an red flag on some of the underdog teams when Chelsea will be able to find a way of scoring. They might finish on top 4 and they might give us some good goal difference comparing to other big 5. And we are looking upon the Blues. Let me say it in short.
One thing about Chelsea, I think I'm among the fans that still believe that Enzo Maresca has not yet exploited the Chelsea squad as per needed. When you look at our last 2 games, which was against Manchester United and thereafter we played Arsenal, you could see that Cole Palmer was really struggling because he was playing down the left of the central midfield place. So this way, it was really struggling to come inside because Palmer is really dangerous when he's playing from the right side of the pitch. So I'd rather Palmer play on the right side of the pitch. Most probably, this is what I would suggest for any Chelsea fan or Enzo Maresca to complete. When you look at the Chelsea midfield, there is no somebody to break the lines. So this is why you realize that anytime we sub in Enzo for Lavia, we are now tending to break the lines. Like playing against Arsenal, these days Arsenal tend to sit at the back. So when you play Arsenal, you need a midfielder who can shoot from outside the 18 box yard or can also break lines with passes. So this is what Cole Palmer does not do. And if he does, he rarely does. So I would rather we put Madueke on the bench, play Cole Palmer at the right wing, bring Joao Felix in the midfield. Joao Felix will always give you some shots behind the 18. Also, he can do a false line. You see, the strength of Jackson in big games is always on his work rate. And Jackson looks better when he's playing on left wing than when he's playing on the striking position. So I would rather we play, maybe we change our system of play, do a Joao Felix as a false nine, and let Jackson come from left wing and Palmer come from the right wing.
Right wing.
It is more of exploitation that we need in this team. I believe that Chelsea still, they've got things to do, because our finishing attack is very dangerous, but we are not taking our chances altogether. You find that in a game we are supposed to do like 5 goals, but we end up scoring 2 or another one. So I would like to see changes in that midfield and right wing position. That is something that will be more encouraged. And another thing is that Paul Pogba is now a free agent, and I've heard rumors about Arsenal and Chelsea. They are thinking of bring Paul Pogba. I don't know whether there are rumors or there's something that to say that is a concern, because Paul Pogba is a very good player. If he comes to that Arsenal midfield, that means that those long balls, you realize that nowadays Arsenal, if they don't score from set piece, they will always score from long balls, like the assist Ben White gave Saka during Liverpool match. That is the strength of Pogba. If you can find Pogba in that midfield for those tasks, then Arsenal will be in a better position. And again, if you bring Pogba to Chelsea, when Gazzetta sits back and Pogba now moves, it will be more of a work delivery, as in Palmer will now be having some few errands to run, because Pogba will be running most of the tiresome and creativity in the midfield. So Palmer is a very good finisher. If you can find someone who can create passes with visionary like Paul Pogba, then that means that Chelsea will be on the business of the day. As it stands for Man City, they are really struggling, but on their last match against, was it Brighton or Crystal Palace? Was it Brighton or Newcastle? I saw Kevin De Bruyne was back, and
Manchester City, they lost against Brighton 2-1.
They lost against Brighton in their last game, and I saw Kevin De Bruyne was back with them in the field. So them having Rodri still sidelined for some time, Kevin De Bruyne will be doing the dirty work for Erling Haaland to score, because Erling Haaland has been away and he only got one goal against Brighton. So we are waiting to see if will be back. Kevin De Bruyne is a very good player.
But still, don't forget about Man City midfield. There's always that combination when De Bruyne is having Rodri. He always give his best, even though the number nine player of Man City, he tries a bit, shoot away from 18, shot on target, but that's not enough. You saw when De Bruyne was subbed in, he struggled a bit. The game against Brighton on match week 11, but they end up losing 2-1, though it was a nice game. When you talk about someone like Paul Pogba, it reminds me of Yaya Toure, the long legs and the long balls. Even at the middle of the pitch, he'll try and shoot and make it a shot on target. Might you, the balls were always in. If it's not in, then it's a rebound. A rebound, then it's a goal. So let's hope for the best for Paul Pogba, since he had been out for a while, and I know he'll be coming back when he's on fire, proving to his fans and football lovers on how much he had missed playing the game. And We are hoping the best for him. And not forgetting, let's talk about Manchester United struggling. As per now, they are not even at the top 10, and we are talking about their new coach, whom will be starting his match, his first match this coming weekend, match week 12, being on a Saturday. But Manchester City will be away. They will be playing Ipswich. It will be on a Sunday, 24th of November. Let's talk about Ruben a bit. Despite him being one of the best in his previous league, we saw how he's performing in Champions League, how he's sharpening the young boys, and so on and so forth.
So, what do you think of given that they've been their coach will be back on the form, they look like they are not serious, and even though they are not in top 10, but they are only four from the, I think, top four. The only gap between them and the top four. And given that they will be having a new coach this Saturday, of them, the coach will going to improve the team, or there are so many things to do that.
For me, they always say that as for what I'm getting to some fans, not only Manchester United fans, most of the football lovers, some are saying the problem is not the coach, the problem is at the dressing room. So Manchester United fans need to notice what is the problem if the problem is not the manager. But let's keep our eyes, let's keep on getting from the Manchester fans, and we wait and see if the problem is the manager or if the problem is in the dressing room. Remember, if the problem is in the dressing room, that means that the managers are doing their jobs well. Don't forget, Ten Hag came from Ajax, and the moment he came, he gave his best with the first 5 games. He performed well. Remember his transfer windows when he did massively. He brought Anthony, he brought Onana and some players, and we saw that he was getting more and more improvement. But a while after watching some games, we started seeing that he's going a bit down and down and down. But hopefully, let's wait and see what Ruben will give to the fans, what he will do in the changing room, if the problem might be in the changing room. Don't forget that when players have their issues, it always affects the team as a whole. You remember when Cristiano Ronaldo was there, Ten Hag maybe didn't like the way his attitude was, but he had to do something. He had to do away with some players, and we saw some improvement in a few games after he left. But not forgetting, when Cristiano left, he said that the problem was the coach. But this time around, let's keep our eyes as football fans, and we see what might be the problem.
So Manchester United, Manchester United have had how many coaches since Alex Ferguson left? They've got to have after Sir Alex Ferguson, the one that was a certain Dutchman was done.
Louis van Gaal.
Yeah, they had Van Gaal after which
They had Mourinho.
they had Mourinho. Actually, among the best coach they ever had
Ole Gunnar.
since Alex Ferguson left. Because Mourinho won the FA Cup against Southampton,
Yeah.
and also and with the, you remember with the, and also Mourinho won them the Europa League. So I
Yeah.
think Mourinho
Manchester.
was the best they ever had. Ferguson left. After that, they also had there was Luis Van Gaal, there's Mourinho, and
Ole Gunnar.
there's been Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So
Yeah.
all these coaches have tried their best. With, with Ten Hag, most people Manchester United have had to win two Carabao Cups. You get what I mean? They won two Carabao Cups, but he keep up his job. Carabao Cup is not really by the board of management of the team. Because if you want them to Carabao Cup in 2 seasons consecutively, or rather seasons, then for me that was an achievement considering the kind of play that have been showing up in terms of the players and the team going through. Ten Hag was he was not a loser. He was such a vital that he will go for trophy. I'll choose Ten Hag any day over. Look at Ateta. Ateta has been in 5 years, and the only trophy he's won is which also the competition he didn't stand by himself. Uh, my Emery to beat. You understand what I mean? I'll choose Ten Hag any day in terms of achievement over if Ten Hag have the chance to chase the league for maybe three consecutive seasons, maybe he clinch one. Arsenal who can be there for another without doing nothing. Like this was your league. Manchester City currently they have being had charges and that one alone, I'm sure they are strategical from and again right now Rodri and the Bruno was no longer there at the start of the season. So those were the building that Arsenal could build on. Now they are coming to build on like Bournemouth. See, but when you look at team like Chelsea, Liverpool, they Manchester, they've played Arsenal, they've played uh, Man United. So they all that are playing for them are lightweight teams. They will be having Tottenham maybe in the near future. So, as we've seen most recent years, there. So this means that Chelsea can always come to the competition when you least expect. Because after being done with the big team, they are now free, they are now moving rolling. And I ask still have play Manchester United. You are yet to play, and you see, have you played Tottenham?
Tottenham. Yeah.
This is yeah, you beat them. I don't know. Like my mind's really played. So as well also they don't have a I can let's see. So let's just give a breakdown for matches that are supposed to play this weekend. Yeah, Leicester City, Leicester City at King Power Stadium will be and Arsenal at Emirates. Then another game will be at Aston Villa will be hosting Crystal Palace. Bournemouth will be also what we call the stadium of Bournemouth. The stadium or what? Everton will be hosting Brentford, Fulham at the Craven hosting Wolves. Will be hosting Manchester City, but first Manchester City, uh, first this Manchester City on Carabao Cup, and haven't won a match. We will be having Southampton will be
versus
playing
Liverpool
Liverpool,
on Sunday.
will be playing Manchester United. This is the game that we want to watch. This is the head to watch, a very good one. Head. And then Newcastle will be playing West Ham, and that is the end of the day. Match will be on.
So maybe if we go through the match week 12 predictions, what's your take on Leicester being at home? Then they're facing Chelsea.
Leicester have been on a car ever since they came back. Given that also this one is a time, it might make Chelsea struggle, but my I'll still do a Chelsea win.
The next match will be Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest. For me, Arsenal being at home, and for this season we have been struggling a lot. This one, if it will be a win for us, it might be a 1-0 or a 2-1. But don't forget how Nottingham Forest are on top of their game. They might come out with a win at Emirates Stadium. The next match will be Aston Villa versus Crystal Palace. What's your prediction?
I think for Aston Villa, are you getting me?
Yeah, clear.
Nottingham Forest against Arsenal, I will still go for a draw in that match. Nottingham Forest has shown that they can be playing big clubs, they can compete at a very high tempo matches. So, like they've beaten Liverpool, they've been bogged Chelsea. They've shown that they can play. I'll take a one draw.
Aston Villa versus Crystal Palace. Aston Villa being at home.
This
This
one
one for
goes for
me,
Villa.
yeah.
I'll take Villa for the home advantage.
Home advantage, Aston Villa. Aston Villa might have the 3 points. Another match will be Bournemouth facing Brighton.
So, Bournemouth facing Brighton is the menu is unlikely to match, and Brighton will win.
For me, this one I can't give my predictions since the last two games that Bournemouth have shown the effort and how they are ready to fight maybe for the top 10 or top 6. They are very on top of their game, and this one might be a draw of 1-1 or 0-0 or a win for Brighton. One at home, being for them being at home, that's an advantage for them. The next game is Everton versus Brentford.
Uh, Everton recently they have woken up. They have tried to show that they can compete, and Brentford also they have got people with legs like Lisa is now back. Muemo is also back, and Pinnock in the defense is also back. I think this match will match goal. Uh, I will go for a
A draw. For me, this one, Brentford of late, I've not seen their game, but since they are one of the best team in the Premier League to always be scoring for the first 10 seconds. Their last 3 matches, I guess if it's not match week 1, 2, 3, or it might be the last season ending, starting this season, they have scored for the last 3 games the quickest goals ever in between 1 to 10 seconds. But them facing Everton at home, Everton might not want to lose or to draw. This one I can't give out my predictions, but I'm hoping that Everton might have a 3 point for them. That's an advantage being at home. Another match will be Fulham versus Wolves. Fulham versus Wolves. Wolves will be facing Fulham at home. For me, Fulham now are on top of their game, and not forgetting my boys, Reece Nelson, Alex Iwobi, and Smith Rowe is trying to prove that Arteta might have done a very big mistake by giving one of the rivalries in North London, that is Fulham. As you have seen, maybe you have followed up on Brighton, Smith Rowe have scored, is it 3 goals and some assists? 3 goals and 2 assists. There, it might be there. But for me, then being at home on match week 12, being on a Saturday 24th, 23rd, it's a win for me against Wolves, since Wolves are struggling, and I guess they are on bottom 3. Wolves are on bottom 3. They are struggling a lot.
So there is another match which will be playing against Spurs.
Man City are at home. These are one of the best games of the day, being the last game on Saturday, match week 12. For me, the way City are playing as per now, they might walk away with 3 points at Etihad Stadium. Hopefully, it might be a 2-1, 2-3, but it's a win for them. As you have followed up on Spurs are on top as per now. It might be a sleep the way Ipswich played against them. That was were they given a red card? If you had followed up on that game, if I'm not wrong, maybe they had a red card, but the way Ipswich proved, it was a nice one. But for me, Spurs facing Man City, I'll go with Spurs walking away with 3 points at Etihad.
So you believe Guardiola will work another match? So Guardiola will be looking another match.
Bro, if there's one thing I believe as per now, Pep Guardiola is, they might not even finish top 4, if I'm not wrong. This season they might not even finish on the top 4. The top 4 for me, I'm seeing it might be a bit different. Liverpool, Chelsea, Nottingham Forest or Aston Villa, Tottenham Hotspurs are there, Newcastle, Arsenal. So it's a fight. It's a fight. As you can see, number 1, 2, there's a gap, a very big gap. But number 3, 4, 5, 6, the points are not that huge. Which means if either number 3, 4, and 5, and 6, if they have a 3-win consecutive, or a 2 win and 1 lose. That's it. And if Liverpool might come back with a win, let's say 3 games win consecutive, the league is gone.
So what about Southampton will be playing? Liverpool are on their best and they are a little bit. Do you think Liverpool are
This
going
one
to
I
win
can't.
the 21st strike?
For Liverpool being away, Southampton being at home, I don't want to give my prediction on this, but I'm hoping that Southampton might have what it takes to stop Liverpool from winning on Sunday. That's my prayer.
That's all we are hoping for. This is a gold standard points. Another match will be with Manchester United. Are Manchester United going to new coach Bonds, or do you think struggle?
They'll struggle. It won't be easy for them to come out from Ipswich with 3 points. They might draw. That's my prayer. They might draw, because all I wish for Ipswich as per now is to not go back to relegation, and I want them to prove what Leicester are doing. They are trying to prove that they are not ready to go to relegation, and if they are able to beat such big teams, means that
Welcome back. Is Kudus coming back? Is Kudus back? Kudus recently got a red card and be banned for 3 games.
yeah.
I'm not really sure he's going to be back on this game. If so, then West Ham have really stepped up to the recently matches they played, and for this one, will give them a benefit of doubt. They're gonna beat us 3-1 win.
Yeah, as I believe Buen will do something. You saw yesterday he was subbed in the Euros qualifiers. He was subbed in, and the first touch he had to shake the net. So I'm hoping for the best for West Ham, and I'm praying for them to come out from Newcastle with 3 points, despite Arsenal not being able to defeat Newcastle, but not forgetting the way Isak is on top of the game, not being at international level, but also at the club. And I had a rumor that he might be leaving Newcastle.
I heard such rumors, but Arsenal was the team that was eyeing him. I really don't think it's that leave Manchester United for Arsenal. If there is no serious team looking to him, then he's not going to leave.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's all for the match
That's
week
all
12.
for today. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for coming.
Thank you so much, and I'm hoping to give out some upcoming games and how the table is for the Euros qualifiers, AFCON. So I'm getting ready for the next 2 episodes on Euros and AFCON. I want to at least give some highlights. I know my fans have asked where I'm about, but we are back and we are back. At times I always say that
The real
going
was
missing means a lot.
they keep on saying that where are you today? So today they really appreciate to see you back because it's been long, a very long time since we ever, and
Not
we are
forgetting
happy
today,
to.
not forgetting today we have some matches that will be starting at the same time. One of the teams will be Croatia versus Portugal. That is one of the most difficult games, and I'm hoping and I'm praying that Croatia might beat the GOAT, one of the GOATs. Sorry, not the GOAT. I always say that the GOAT is Messi, but Croatia today might have a 3 points since they are at home. They'll have to show the GOAT, one of the GOATs, that they are at home, and they are one of the best when it comes to World Cup qualifiers,
Okay,
World
Moment,
Cup
thank you so much,
finalists.
and all the best
Thank
in
you so
your
much, and
endeavors as you go to give us our next episode on the. All the best, bro. Cheers.
thank you so much. And I want to give the shout outs to our fans and those who are subscribing and those who are commenting, sharing, and are saying thank you so much. Till another episode, till another time. Thank you so much. This is MWANASPOTY family, and you are most welcome. And shukran sana. Thanks so much,
See
Jack.
you, man. It was nice having you.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you so much.